The FDA has approved a new twice-a-year injectable drug that could be a game changer in preventing HIV. It's made by Gilead Sciences, and in the United States, it will be under the brand name Yes2Go.
9 News health expert Dr. joins us this morning to explain how it all works and why this drug is such a big deal. Dr. Kohli, thanks for joining us this morning.
Is that right? Is that how you say it? Yes2Go? Okay.
Yes2Go.
Yes2Go.
Yeah.
Okay, first time I'm hearing of this.
But the generic is called lenacapavir.
Lenacapavir.
Yep, so it's an antiviral. And for those of us who may not be familiar with HIV, because it's such an infectious condition, especially those people that are high risk for exposure, we generally give them something called pre-exposure prophylaxis, which means prevention if they're high risk for exposure, or something called post-exposure prophylaxis if they get exposed, how to prevent them from converting to HIV positive.
This is more commonly referred to as PrEP and PEP, I think, for people
Exactly
that
right.
probably have heard those acronyms before.
Yep. So PrEP is the pre-exposure where you take something every single day, once a day, a pill, usually Truvada or Descovy, just because you're high risk. And then PEP, which is post-exposure, can happen if you've had maybe intercourse, or this happened to me once. I got a needle stick in the hospital from an HIV positive patient, and so then they give it to you for a month to try to prevent sort of conversion.
Absolutely. Okay, so what are some of the other options that are currently available to prevent HIV?
So here's the problem with the currently available options. You have to take something every single day for PrEP, right? And a lot of those medicines, because they're actually treatment for HIV, can actually cause stomach upset, and there's a huge stigma associated with taking something every day.
Right.
So what you actually see in the real world is that a lot of people forget to take their PrEP every single day. They're high risk for exposure, so we're having people convert just because they're not as compliant as they should.
And let me ask, for these drugs that you have to take every day, you actually have to take that every day, right?
You have to take it every single day.
It can't be like, I have an event coming up or I have something that I'm worried about. Let me just do this for a few days.
Absolutely, yeah, because the drug is short acting. So it gets out of your bloodstream the minute you stop taking it. It sort of gets metabolized and goes away. So if you only take it for a few days, it doesn't build up to the right level. And if you forget to take it, then obviously you're unprotected. Very much like a birth control pill. You got to take it every day, and if you forget to take it, you're unprotected.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good analogy. So talk about what's so special about this new drug.
Yeah, so we're very excited about this drug because I think it's going to change the way we think about HIV prevention, really increase not just the compliance, but also the efficacy. So this drug is a twice yearly injection. So imagine going in discreetly to your doctor's office, you get an injection every 6 months, nobody knows, and you can sort of forget about it after. Because it's such a long-acting drug, it stays in your system. And what's really cool about this drug is that it seems to be much more efficacious, meaning it works better than the options that are available. In fact, 89% better than Truvada, which is that once daily option. And in the trial that they presented, 99.9% of people did not turn positive. So it really is very effective.
Who qualifies for this?
Yeah, so if you think about anyone who's high risk for exposure, who they studied in the trial was transgender men and women, cisgender men, and non-binary people who are having sex with men. But really it's anyone who's high risk for exposure, whether that's IV drug use, whether that's someone who has multiple partners, whether that's someone who has a partner who's HIV positive. So all of those people would be eligible. And if you think you're someone who might be high risk for exposure, this is no longer stigmatized. We are talking about HIV.
Absolutely.
We are addressing it, and we're making it so we don't, end up getting infected.
And just real quickly, we're seeing it in the heterosexual community as well, too. It's not just before you would see it in the LGBTQ plus community. Now this is kind of everybody we're talking to.
Very good point. So even as a heterosexual person, if you have multiple partners, you have unprotected intercourse, this is something to think about. Now, cost is obviously going to be an issue. The wholesale price for treatment is listed at $45,000 a year. But they can manufacture it for less than $100.
Okay.
So they're really trying to make it, in order for it to be an effective preventive therapy, it has to be something that people can get at a lower cost.
One day it'll be more affordable.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about it.
It sounds exciting, Dr. Kohli. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.